Blinko Glass Company is a modern factory which has made its reputation by carefully preserving the glass-making traditions of ancient times. It has made stained glass for church windows that rivals the original glass of the great cathedrals. It has won its greatest fame for the line of decorative ware, both cases using the tools and techniques common to glassmakers throughout the ages. The art of glassmaking could perhaps best be compared to alchemy, the mystical forerunner of modern chemistry which sought to transform base materials into gold. After all, there is nothing baser or less beautiful than the raw materials of glass. A pile of sand, some soda or potash lime, and a handful of metallic oxide. Its discovery was undoubtedly due to a happy accident when someone noticed that those raw materials, when heated, produce a totally new substance, one which can take any form its creator is skillful enough to give it. We sat down with James Mickey McDonald, a Blinko Glass tour guide, to get more information about the history of glass making and Blinko Glass.
Blinko started in the Milton area in 1921. William John Blinko, I believe that's his name, he started it in 1893. And he moved to, I brought it over from England, and he started, they failed, 2 or 3 other attempts, what I understand, had failed, and one was in Indiana, I believe, one was in Pennsylvania, and I'm not sure where the other one was at, but they had failed due to some bias. At that time, they believed American-made glass to be inferior to glass made in Europe. So it kind of hurt his business of trying to make it here in the United States. But when they came to Milton here in 1921, they actually, it took hold, and he was able to manufacture glass with a new method. Now, he was 67 years old when he came over here and decided to try to make a go of it. He had no money, and the family asked him, you know, why are you interested in making, making glass at this late stage in life? Because at 67 years old, that's pretty old in 1921, because people didn't live that long, you know, back then. But anyway, he said he was tired of just sitting around. He wanted to try to do something. And he said he could live on $3 a week, and he could put up a little shack to build, to make the glass for about $500. Well, in 1921, things weren't as expensive, then as they are now. But and he made a go of it. And I'm not real sure of the year. But at one point, probably shortly after he started making his cylinder method, and that was the method, it was a new type of, a new way, a new process that he had developed to make the sheet glass. We actually mouth blow the sheet glass here, same way, not in the same way that they did then. We've changed the process a little bit over the years, but it's, we do still mouth blow it. And we are the only company in the United States that actually does that. But that was his thing. He came up with a method of making the sheet glass, and that's why he wanted to try it back in 1921. His son joined him probably a few years later, and he was not so much into manufacturing as his dad was. But he was a good marketing person, and he made the company's name shine, and that's pretty much how he brought us out into the public eye and made the company prosper. I've been here. I started in April of 1978. That makes almost, if I make it till this coming April, it'll be 42 years. Worked here a long time. I do a little bit of everything over the years. I'm a fork truck driver I do the tours now a lot. I started working in the shipping department and still based out of there, but do a little bit of everything. We've downsized over the years. When I first came here, we had anywhere from 100 to 130, 40 people. Now we're down to roughly around about 50 people. And the operation's smaller, so we all do different jobs. It's kind of like working for a family. It's just kind of like a family. We all get along. It's kind of a little like a Mayberry setting to some point, as much as it can be in just modern time. But it's just a cool product that we produce.